Hello, Americans. Stand by for news.
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
You're ready to move out.
Before we start, I'd like to say something. There's no reason why you shouldn't have complete confidence in your chances to come out of this thing alive and in one piece.
From coast to coast, from border to border, from one end to the other and all points in between. The Classic Guitar Rock Podcast is on.
Yes! That's awesome!
We crank up and break down the great guitar-driven rock of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And you are invited to come along.
We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes, it's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
And now, your host, Jeremy Lunnan.
Yeah, we don't know anything about that fella there. Who is he? Where's he coming from?
It's time for the Classic Guitar Rock Podcast.
It's time.
Hey.
It's your buddies, Jeremy and Rich, a metalhead and a knucklehead. What did you say, Rick?
No, bobblehead. Because, okay, so I'll explain that real quick. So we did a graphic, let's say a graphic for Live and Dangerous, which you'll see on our Facebook page as our banner now, which is pretty cool. But, so I used to sit really close to the screen like this. So when my wife took a picture of it and did it for us, it made my head big and yours normal. Because I was all up in the screen like, hey, what's up? But so now I have this regular body and then I have this big old candy apple head. And now it's knucklehead and bobblehead.
That's
there
right.
you go. And that's the deal. But it's bobblehead, knucklehead, metalhead. I think we're all in the same category.
But you know, I have to say, yours looks way more like you than mine looks like me. I mean, the face actually looks like you. Mine is kind of,
it looks like you. I look at it and I say, oh, that's Jeremy. But it's cartoony you.
Yeah, yours looks more like you.
Except
but
for the hair.
Cool.
I like my hair better in the cartoon than I do regular. I bet it doesn't have a hole in the back of the head either.
Well, hey, let me just get this housekeeping thing out of the way. This obviously is Live and Dangerous. This will start running on CGR radio. Yay. So if you're listening in the future on Monday morning to CGR radio, thank you for listening. So we're just going to start every Monday morning. We will replay our Live and Dangerous that happens every Friday. So you have a chance to hear it Monday morning as well. I think that'll be cool. And we've got a lot to talk about today. A great show. I'm going to turn it over to you, Rich, to give us an update on what we're doing here locally.
Yeah. So as you guys may or may not have known, I think we mentioned it last week, but we joined Chamber of Commerce over in Hayden, Idaho, which we went to a networking event and we started kind of meeting a whole bunch of new nonprofit organizations and potential sponsors, hopefully, But we're starting to get out there, trying to get the name out there a little bit more, trying to get our genre, our people. Let's say our people, the cool kids, right? All the classic rockers, spread the word, especially the veterans. We're really veteran centric. As you know, I'm a 24-year veteran. Jeremy's pretty much a lifetime veteran because he was an Army brat with his dad. He had to move around with his dad. So those are veterans too, believe it or not, guys. Yeah. They're the support. They are the support that every veteran needs behind them to make a career of it. I'm telling you the truth. But anywho, so we started a new thing called Hometown Happenings. So if you've been listening to the radio station, you've heard the Hometown Happenings start playing once every hour, where we give a little bit of update on what's going on around the Coeur d'Alene, Spokane, Hayden, and the greater Spokane area. Right. So I'm just going to every week we'll kind of run down what's going on. If there's anything new, if there's not, maybe we'll just skip it for the time being. But, it's always great to get these are all nonprofits pretty much that's going on, except for our big event that's going to get us out there, the one in at the Mode Speedway, which we'll talk about in a minute. But let's talk about the North Idaho Stand Down first. So the North Idaho Stand Down, North Idaho Veterans Stand Down, it's a resource health and benefits fair for all veterans and their family. This thing is amazing. They all the committee, which is a great group of committee members that are all veteran-centric businesses, big businesses. J-Dog, was one of the big ones out there. who operates out of Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene, but he's all over the place. But they're all in the community, and they're all veterans. But they all come together and they reach out to all these VA veteran services like VA medical counseling. They have free the barber that comes in that gives free haircuts, free bike repairs, free dental services. The veterans who are unfortunate don't have benefits or anything, they cater to them. They come in, they get food, dental services, free haircuts, veterinary care. I mean, all sorts of great stuff. And it's all free to the veteran. The only thing the veteran needs to do is bring their military ID, VA ID, or their DD-214 to the place to get entry. Breakfast is provided. Breakfast and lunch is actually provided, and a lot of coffee. Everyone, the veterans love the coffee. But this is going to be on May 16th, 2026. So this month in 15 days. Now it's May already, Jeremy. Ouch. But it's going to be at the Jacqueline Building at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Right. And if you're interested, if you want.
You froze up on me again, so don't worry. I'll edit this out before we put it on the air. But what? Tell us again where and when this is happening.
Yes, no problem. It's at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds in the Jacqueline Building, which is within the Kootenai County Fairgrounds, and that's May 16th, 2026, from 8 o'clock to 1 p.m. Okay, or 0800 hours or 1300 hours for those veterans out there. All right. So that's the first thing.
Now I went to a stand down about probably 3 years ago with my dad at the same place in the Jacqueline Building in on the Coeur d'Alene or Kootenai County Fairgrounds. It was awesome. It was awesome.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So if you are a vet or a vet in the area, you should really be there. And
you really should.
Yeah,
we will be there as well. Classic Guitar Rock Radio is going to be there.
Be there playing music, shaking hands,
handing out some
candy. Yeah, it's
all sorts of good stuff. Retro candy too. Yeah. We got the goods. I just got the Lemonhead 8-ounce packages, dude. We're in business. We're in business, man. But yeah, it is a great event. So come out there and support the vets and see us. If you're a vet, definitely come out there and check out everything they offer, because I guarantee you'll find something new out. I guarantee you that. So, all right. Well, moving on. The next event we're going to be at, me and Jeremy will be at, is Wednesday, May 20th, from 5:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the State Line Speedway at Mode Stadium. We are going to be at the Bacon, Bloodies, and Brews. Now, I know I just had you at Bacon, so let me say that again. Bacon, Bloodies, and Brews Festival. All right. This is the 6th annual festival presented by the Hayden Chamber of Commerce and my cousin Andrea. Hey, Andrea, if you're watching, thanks for the hookup. But Andrea is the CEO of the Hayden Chamber of Commerce, but she has invited us to be down there as well. And we'll be playing music again, handing out a bunch of swag. So you might want to come down and get your hands on a Classic Guitar Rock shirt. All you have to do is answer some Classic Guitar Rock trivia questions. You may get a free shirt, but we'll have all sorts of stuff out there and we're going to have some fun. I want to go try all the bacon. I don't know about the Bloodies and Brews, but I want the bacon stuff. Well, I'm a bacon guy.
Yeah, bacon is the main draw for me, but it's going to be great. There's going to be a lot of cool people. And for the uninitiated, those in the area who've never been to State Line Speedway, it's awesome. It's a great time. So just in general, they've got concerts coming up this summer.
Yep.
Obviously,
and me and Jeremy, sorry to interrupt you, but I just heard they're going to get us we get to go in to see Third Eye Blind.
Yeah.
Maybe if we're lucky, we could set up our booth during Third Eye Blind, who's playing at Mode Stadium. But that would be great, right?
Going to be great. And then there's one other thing too. I noticed that we're talking about on the station, the Special Olympics golf tournament.
That's coming. So tickets for the Bacon Bloodies Brews, just to let you know, $25 pre-sold on haydenchamber.org. Again, that's haydenchamber.org. You can buy your tickets for $25 or at the door for $30. So May 20th, come check us out. We'll see you there.
Nice.
Okay. Yes, there is a charity golf tournament. Now, again, this is for a great cause, guys. This is for the North Idaho Special Olympics, or the Idaho Special Olympics, excuse me. It's a charity golf tournament. Teams of 4, you have to sign up, but it's Friday, July 24th at the Lynx Golf Club. That's here in Post Falls, Idaho.
Mm-hmm.
You can go online to the Special Olympics Idaho Special Olympics.org, I think it is, or Special Olympics Idaho.org. I don't have the website in front of me. I'm sorry about that, guys. But you can email Pancho Edler, that's PANCHO EDLER elder775@gmail.com, and he'll get you guys some info that you need. All right.
Yeah. And the Special Olympics is such a great organization.
It is.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
It is.
So when we met Poncho at the chamber meeting, we told him, hey, we'd love to help you get the word out. So we're posting stuff and doing all we can to promote that as well. So it's awesome.
Exactly. And the way it came about is that we just met him, and I was like, oh, I'd love to volunteer at the Idaho Special Olympics. A boy wanted to volunteer. He's like, well, hey, yeah, you can volunteer. And then we started talking about, let's get the word out. And all of a sudden we have a hometown happening going on July 24th, though. That's the key date at the Links Golf Course. Go online, fill out your forms. You can also be a sponsor. If you want to sponsor it, there are sponsor packages that you can go in there and sponsor this Idaho Special Olympics golf tournament or anything coming up. So something to think about.
It's awesome. And if you're listening to the station, which if you aren't, I don't know what's wrong with you, right? But if you're listening to the station, you'll hear every hour now a hometown happening, and you'll hear about the golf tournament, the stand down, all kinds of things. And so let me just plug this. If you're in the area, or maybe you're not in the area, but you have an organization that applies to anyone and everyone, right? Send us an email about it, classicguitarrock@mail.com, and we can absolutely help you get the word out about that. So we are trying to focus locally on our area. We've got a number of folks that listen around the world, which is awesome. And we want to continue to have folks listen around the world, but we also want to have a bigger footprint here in our community and make a difference here in our community. So we're trying to be more involved here locally, and we'd love to help you spread the word about your club or organization, classicguitarrock@mail.com. Send us all the info.
Yep, exactly. And I was just looking, Poncho Edler, I'm going to have to reach out to him because there's 2 emails out there on the flyer. It says Poncho Edler 775, but I see in the emails, he said Poncho Edler 777. So I'm going to have to clear that up. Maybe that's why he hasn't gotten any emails yet.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'll have to clear that up today.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
But anywho, a lot of stuff going on in the classic rock world this week.
Let's hear it.
Did you hear? There was a rumor going out. So here's why I didn't come back onto Facebook. I'm very timid on Facebook because all the stuff going on, just fake news, bait, what do they call it? Clickbait, yep. All that stuff. Well, Metallica was in the news on Facebook saying that, and it actually made headlines in the national news or the Newsweek National, saying that it was their farewell tour coming up. What do they got? One Last Ride tour. The Metallica One Last Ride tour through 2026 and 2027. I knew it was absolutely wrong. They're on the M72 tour still. They just came out the new album, well, 3 years ago, but 4 years ago, but still, it's newer. They're on tour to support that. They ain't going anywhere right this second. Now, maybe one more album, I would have believed it, but this Facebook fake news stuff is getting ridiculous.
And it's getting now to where you can recognize them right off that it's some AI generated clickbait crap. The thing I see now are these long, the tragic history of Metallica, right? And then you'll see this long, and it could be any band. It's pretty much
more.
And now I just automatically block all of those accounts. I think that's the best thing.
You can block them. Okay, that's good. See, that's how good I am with social media.
It's crazy, but
awesome.
but and I don't want to take you off track here, but it's something that I've just been thinking about. First of all, not to put you on the spot, Rich.
Okay.
But I have my guilty pleasure scrolling habits. What do I mean by that? There are certain types of videos that pop up in my feed that I just can't not watch. And because I watch those, my feed then gets filled with those. Yes. So one of my guilty, and I shouldn't call it a guilty pleasure. They're fine to watch. And this is so funny because Rich, you know this about me. I eat nothing but crap. Okay, I don't eat healthy. I'm not a poster child for healthy living in any way. Well, healthy diet. Okay, I don't drink,
I know you've been
smoke, all of that stuff, but I eat crap. Okay, I eat crap. I
kind of got that when you said you ate cereal for dinner.
Oh yeah, no, I am an eater of crap. Okay, but
eater of crap.
Here's the videos I like watching, dude. I love watching cooking videos.
Me too.
There's this Kevin Ashton guy, skinny guy with the beard. He cooks for a sorority. I watch all of his videos. There's this big muscly guy with the beard named Drew that cooks. I just watch all those videos.
Love it, man. I'm the same way. I'm a foodie if you can't tell.
Are you really?
Are you a
foodie?
I love cooking. I love making new stuff. Yeah, we print out recipes, and my wife's a good cook. She's a great cook. My wife's awesome at cooking.
Do you watch? I think his name is Pepper Belly Pete. He's a Southern.
No, I don't watch a lot online.
Yeah. Oh well,
but
good.
I print out. I go to all recipes and Tasty and all that, and I look for the recipes.
Okay, so here's the difference between you and me. I just watch him. I mean, it doesn't change anything about the way I eat or cook. I don't want to go. I just want to watch people cook. You actually cook, but Pepper Belly Pete, dude, don't get me. Pepper Belly Pete is this Southern guy. He's always cooking in crock pots.
Ah, okay.
And he always uses wash your sister sauce. It's not
wash your
sister sauce. But
I haven't heard about that one yet.
He's got this wrist holster. He's got like this holster on his wrist that's got like 6 bottles of hot sauce. So he's always got this. He can just pull out his Worcestershire sauce or his Zippy Zap sauce. Anyways, I didn't mean to go.
No. Well, with the name of Pepper Pete.
Yeah. Well, you guys don't have hot sauce. Totally.
What is it? Pepper Pete or Pepper Belly?
I think it's Pepper Belly Pete.
Oh, Pepper Belly Pete. He's got to have some trademark. And that's a trademark. The hot sauce wristband. That's like. Wow. Here's
the thing. Sorry, I'm completely knocking us off of.
This is good. I like Pepper Belly Pete.
There's like an arms race among these internet cooks. It's like an arms race. Who can have the biggest, most obnoxious salt and pepper shakers? And I don't know if you've seen these. Have you seen some of these? They're like a foot tall, and they got infrared lights on them, and they do all kinds of. Serious? Do you need like an electronic pepper?
We have the electronic ones. So we have the ones you turn over and it goes, and it's just.
Does it have like a light? Does it have a light on it?
Yes, it does.
Dude.
It does. It was just
when did salt and pepper shakers go high tech? I missed that whole thing.
So the whole thing about these, I know. It was one Christmas present. Angie put it on her list, and I got it, or my mom got it, one of the two for her, and I was like, "What is this?" And then she ordered the peppercorns and then the pink Himalayan salt chunks, the rock salt. Put it in there, and you just turn it over, and it grinds it for you.
And that's the thing. All these videos are grr. I don't know. I've lived all this time just using the good old fashioned salt and pepper shakers, and
now it's cool, but
they're
you
like
need to step it up.
Is yours
need to step it up? No, ours is only 6 inches. It's still small. Yeah, it's small. No, I'm not a big fan of the big. No,
some of these are like 2 feet tall. I'm like,
no, that's too much.
Really?
Dude, it won't fit under my stove. I have to just grab it under my stove and
I got all worked up about that. I'm like, you
sound like my mother. So my mom does the same thing. She watches like you, but she actually cooks sometimes. But she doesn't watch she doesn't watch the good stuff, the steaks, potatoes, whatever the case may be. She watches desserts. So I can't remember what her name is, Mom. If you're out there, you can put it in the comments. I don't think she knows how to do that, but I'll figure it out. But there's one girl she watches, and I'll be talking to her on the phone, and she'll get me sidetracked because she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I was watching Jacqueline today, and she was making a strawberry cake. Here's how you do it." And then I just put the phone on my shoulder and wait. First, you start off with a layer of cream cheese. Then you get a layer of strawberry pudding or filling or what. She breaks it down for like 15 minutes, and then you're like, "Are you going to make it?" No, I
No.
I just wrote it down.
Here's the other thing. What is it with these guys that think they want to go out and cook? It's an ASMR video, basically. They just make it. They don't talk. They're beside a creek, and they're cooking a steak on a rock. And invariably, they all have a knife that looks like a garden hoe, right? It's like they sizzle it on the rock, and then they barely cook the steak to where it's still bleeding. Those drive me crazy. But again, I get sucked in and I watch them. You got. Why don't you just stay home instead of hiking out in the woods to cook your steak on a rock?
I can't figure it out, man. I'm not the big. I used to be an outdoors guy, but now I'm not really an outdoors guy anymore. I'm okay sometimes.
Yeah, I like to watch the outdoors on my TV.
On your TV, yeah. That's a beautiful sunset right there. Yes. Nice. Change the channel. See, I can get it 24/7. You could go on YouTube and probably just look up sunsets, 24 hours of it, and you just play it on your TV. That's what we do for our dogs. My wife found some jazz meme station that plays like just a scene, like it's a scene, cartoon scene.
Yeah.
And it just plays jazz the whole day, and it's kind of relaxing, and all it does is make me envious because I want to be there. I'm like, I just want to sit there on that river, which the house doesn't exist. It's too beautiful. It's too awesome, you know. So,
okay, my son Seth, as you know, he's in a wheelchair. He has cerebral palsy. He goes to it's called hippotherapy. Which, when you hear the word hippotherapy, what do you think? I think of hippos.
I think of goat yoga.
Okay,
hippotherapy.
Hippotherapy is horse riding. Now, I don't know why it's called hippo. I would think it would be hippo riding.
But they think about petting, that what's that slimy pygmy hippo called?
I don't know. But all I will say is stay far away from a hippo when they poop. That's all I want to say.
I don't want to even know.
Have you seen what they do when a hippo poops?
No.
Okay. When a hippo poops, they helicopter their tail at the same time. So it literally is like flinging a cloud of poop. And that's
disgusting.
Like 50 yards. I'm serious. Look it up on the video on YouTube. Hippos pooping.
I'm going to take your word for it because I'm not a poop guy. Okay? No, I am not. I can't do it. I can't do it. If it got on me, I'd faint. Spiders and poop. Those are my kryptonite. Spiders and poop. If you want to get to me, just throw a piece of poop at me. I'm done. I'll be laying on the ground. You can come kick me in the face. Okay. I'm not going to move. I'm trying to get the poop off.
But go at least go to YouTube and watch a hippo poop video. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And I was at the Seattle Zoo a few years ago and saw it in person. It's unbelievable. So anyways, I digress. So my son goes to hippotherapy rides a horse. Well, some weeks, if it's too cold, or sometimes Seth is kind of naughty and he will lean back too far on the horse or whatever. He's just being a goober. So they've got this, it's like a mechanical bull. It's called the Miracolt. Okay. It's a fake horse, it's shaped, it's a genius contraption. So it's got all these motors and servos in it that models the motion of a horse. It's like a mechanical bull. Yeah, it's like a mechanical bull, basically, but it's a Miracolt. It's a horse. But anyways, he sits on that, and you can do it. You can simulate, just a horse walking. What he likes about the Miracolt is they can simulate like galloping, which he can't do on the real horse. They just let him walk.
Do that again? Simulate galloping. Man, that's awesome. Good job.
Galloping, right? So
you make me seasick.
But here's the whole reason I started to tell this story. What he likes to do is in the Miracolt's in a office, right? So it's inside, it's nice and warm. So he'll sit down that Miracolt and it's got a big flat screen TV. And then what we do is we find cool like POV videos. Like the one, his favorite is like snowmobile riding.
Oh, okay.
Or you
right.
can do actual
Told me that.
horseback riding. You can get a big video and it's like you're walking through the woods on a horse. But he likes the ones that are more high speed. So like we'll find a video of a snowmobile going 60 miles an hour between the trees.
Nice.
He really likes that.
Nice.
So
You should find a video, Return of the Jedi. I know you're going this weekend. Return of the Jedi speeder bike through the trees.
That
That
would be cool.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I just thought of that when we talked about sitting on the couch and enjoying the outdoors on
It's a
YouTube.
beautiful scenery.
And
Beautiful
actually
scenery. You might
outdoors.
see an Ewok, little teddy bear. You know, hey,
Yeah.
you can't beat that stuff.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, man. That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Bruce, what's up, man?
Bruce says, what did he say? He says 10-hour videos of beautiful nature scenery are all over YouTube. I watch them when I'm in creative mode or playing guitar. Yeah, that's kind of cool. It is kind of cool.
It is cool.
To do that.
My wife has it on all day. Speaking of my wife, look at the next comment. Hi, baby. She's watching today. She actually. We were talking about poop.
Oh,
so
right.
I know
there.
that was cracking her up.
Okay, yeah.
That must have been cracking her up. So
we'll try not to
yes,
talk about
yes,
poop.
she knows. She knows. I am not a poop lover at all. Oh,
yeah.
Anyway, all right. Let's get to some classic rock, shall we?
I'm ready.
Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, check it out. First of all, you need to look up that slimy hippo. I can't believe the one in Japan. You don't know who he is? Come on.
Slimy hippo.
He's like the shiny pygmy hippo that they were.
I'll check it out. If I
remember the name of him. He was so popular.
Will I find it?
Yeah, look up the most popular hippo in China or Japan or wherever he was. And then people were, the pygmy hippo. Someone, hey, put it in the comments, guys. If you know that hippo name, I know somebody knows out there because it was all over the news. Like it was a big thing. Like his first birthday, he got a big buffet of watermelon and cantaloupe and lettuce and all that.
I do know this. More people are killed every year by hippos than I think any other mammal. I
didn't know.
Hippos
until
are
that movie
very
Jumanji.
dangerous. Yeah, they're dangerous.
That's what. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they were a lot
more
cute
people killed by hippos than grizzly bears or mountain lions or wolves.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna go pet a hippo.
Just wait till we have wild feral hippos running around the U.S. instead of feral hogs. Could you imagine that?
Judgment Day. You never know. You never know what he's gonna send.
Yeah.
A bunch of rabid hippos.
It could happen. It could happen.
All right, man. Here we go. Let's get into some classic rock, guys. Jimi Hendrix in the news. His former bandmates, bassist Noel Redding and drummer Mitch Mitchell, lost their long-running copyright and royalties lawsuit. Oh, that's pretty bad for Sony Music in the UK High Court on April 28th. The judge ruled that the 1966 contract was clear and unequivocal. It gave full copyright ownership to the material to producers Michael Jeffrey and Chase Chandler. So all of them had to give up his music rights to the producers. So that kind of stinks. But yeah, Jimi Hendrix. I didn't even know they were still fighting for that.
Jimi Hendrix it was interesting because, and this has happened with a lot of, artists that have died, obviously, even probably Kurt Cobain, probably we saw some of this, but Hendrix, maybe more than anyone else, when he died, and of course this was 50 years ago.
It was big, man.
And a lot has changed legally since then, but
yeah,
there were so many albums that came out of Jimmy material, and it would just be just bootleg recordings, and there was like no control over people. It was crazy. And I actually have a few of these old, terrible Jimi Hendrix albums that were just put out by someone. So on the one hand,
you're right.
On the one hand, the family, they need to have some kind of control over it. But on the other hand, Mitch and Noel were actually there. They were involved, and you'd think they would get some protection there too. But
yeah,
I
totally agree.
Yeah.
And I know what you're saying. Now that you mentioned that, you're right. Because half of and it was probably the bassist and the drummer that owned it, needed some more money kind of angry that Jimmy killed himself, or well, not killed himself, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Jimmy died, and they need more money.
But not on purpose. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so interesting there. Metallica. Yeah, Metallica. I want to reach back. You put that comment up a little bit by Stormy from X. Gen X rules music. And there's these other gens need to learn. Totally agree. We've talked about that. We'll probably circle back there. So we'll circle back to that one.
Yeah.
Some other time. But we always talk about that. Definitely. Our music, there's no topping it. But
and you notice no one can ever just say Metallica. It's always Metallica. It's you can't.
You can't.
That's the only band that you cannot just say Metallica. It's always Metallica.
Or Slayer. If you're in the metal world, Slayer. Everyone yells Slayer.
Well, and then in the classic rock world, it's Skinnerd.
Yeah. Is that freedom rock, dude?
Yeah. Now, when your band gets to the level that people just can't say the name of your band, but they have to say Metallica or Skinnerd, you've arrived, dude.
You have arrived, man. You have arrived. But these guys, Metallica, announced that they're always doing this every year now or every time their album hits 30 years or whatnot, they're re-releasing a box set of their 7th studio album, Reload, on June 26th this year. It features a massive deluxe box set packed with nearly 1,700 minutes of audio, including rough mixes, live recording, and demos. Now, I remember when Load came out, the box set for Load came out. That was just less than a year ago. We just talked about it, really. But it was a bunch of stuff that I know I wouldn't. I'd just be like, I don't need all this. I just want to hear the music, man. I know there's fans out there. And I'm a big Metallica fan, huge. But I just don't want to waste my time with that. You know what I mean?
There's a whole market now. It's not just Metallica. There's a whole market of old, pasty white guys like us that are big fans of a band, and that's who these releases are for, because there are certain guys that are going to buy everything that Metallica puts out. They're going to buy everything that Bruce Springsteen puts out, everything that the Beatles put out, even though they've already got 40 bajillion versions of Darkness on the Edge of Town by Bruce.
The remastered version.
Exactly. And that's the whole reason they do all these re-releases and packages. Oh, well, this has outtakes that I haven't heard before. I don't even want to hear the outtakes. I mean, I'll hear it in a documentary, but why when I can just hear the real song? I love it anyway. There's a reason it's an outtake. Yeah,
exactly. They cut it. It was on the floor, man. It was on the floor. Don't pick it up. Just leave it alone. That's like a dropped Dorito, man. It's going to be stale. Don't worry about it. Leave it. Speaking of old pasty white guys, the Rolling Stones confirmed their upcoming 25th album is titled Foreign Tongues, expected to release July 10th. Wow. That's all I have to say is wow. I mean, their last album was pretty good. There was pretty good
stuff on it.
There was some good songs on it. I mean, come on, guys. Rock and roll. Let's get it. But these guys are going to pretty much be like the Chuck E. Cheese band. They're just going to be like, meh, 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 meh. They're just going to robotize them.
Now, someone, as a joke, I think it was a joke a few years ago. And the more I thought about it, I thought, that's a brilliant idea. What if Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and they could even have Ron Woods go along, because, Charlie has died. Bill Wyman is no longer in the band.
Right.
Has Bill Wyman died? Maybe he's died. I don't remember. But anyways,
I don't know.
What if you did it? What if you had Mick and Keith and Ron team up with Ringo and Paul McCartney? Could you imagine that?
Interesting.
I don't know. It would be kind of fun, if you combine the remaining Beatles with the remaining Stones. That could be.
Well, I don't know about Ringo, man.
It might be terrible, but it would make a lot of money.
It would. But okay, so I'm just going to tell you a little quick thing. On our radio station we have new stuff that doesn't suck, right?
Yeah,
new stuff that doesn't suck, or new music that doesn't suck. So there's 3 albums that were released this week. Still trying to get my hands on one of them, and I'll talk to you about this in a second. But Foo Fighters came out with their new album, and then Ringo Starr came out with his new album, A Long Road or something like that. So I downloaded all this stuff, got the 3 best ones, put them up there, and I didn't test it, didn't know. Ringo Starr is freaking a country album. It's a country album.
No.
And I had to delete. I wasted money on this album. I was like, oh man, why? Okay, I guess this is his second country album, but you talk about being duped, man. I thought it was going to be an old classic rock album. I should have done a little bit more research, but yeah, it's actually crazy stuff.
And thank you to Eric, who just chimed in and confirmed that Bill Wyman is still alive. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, talk about old Pacey White guys.
There you go. And
they're going to be rocking again.
Eric, I saw the Steel Wheels tour also. That was a great show. Did you see it in the Cotton Bowl, Eric? I bet he did, because he and I were both in Lawton, Oklahoma at the same time. So he probably saw him in the Cotton Bowl too.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
awesome. Cool.
Well, I heard the new Foo Fighters song just this morning.
Yeah.
And I dug it. It's good tune.
Yeah, it was okay. It's actually not bad. I agree. I'm looking for a band called Elegant Weapons. Have you heard this band yet?
I have heard of the band. Yes.
Richie Faulkner, man. I did not know.
Yeah.
And they have a new album out, and I heard one of their songs. It is right up classic rock alley. I'm trying to get I'm waiting for, it takes a while for our site to drop the album. So once it drops the album, I'll get it. But they have the first album, and I heard a few songs off that. That was pretty good, man.
Awesome.
So yeah, Elegant Weapons came out with a new album, and it's Richie Faulkner from Judas Priest. If you didn't know, guitarist for Judas Priest. That's his other band. Didn't know that. Had no clue.
That's awesome. I'll check that out. And is there anyone else famous in that band that we know of?
I didn't do a lot of research on it. I just saw Richie Faulkner, and it jumped out like a snake and bit me. I was like, whoa, I got to get that. And I just started listening. I didn't really look at the bandmates or anything. I just kind of listened to the song and was like, wow, this is pretty cool. I got to get 3 of these.
On there.
Yeah, they'll be on as soon as I can get the album. So
nice.
All right, so Journey's been in the news, of course.
And okay, don't tell me
you already know.
It's fighting, right? It's more fighting.
No, not really. Kind of. I mean, we all know they fight. That's all they do backstage now is fight and do this. So Arnell pointed out he's been in the news. He did a cryptic message or something like that. But the cryptic message is saying that this is the end for him. He doesn't even know if he's going to do singing anymore. He doesn't know if he's going to sing or what he's going to do next. He wanted to quit before the final tour, but the contracts wouldn't let him go. So he hinted at the future, basically said, respect my privacy as I navigate the new chapter in his life. He previously spoke about issues with his voice, the divorce issues, and his touring schedule. So he's had a lot of issues, I guess. And he didn't say what he's going to do, but we're going to see. I think he's going to become a gardener or something like that.
Wow.
Who knows?
Respect my privacy as I share all my personal details.
Exactly. And this is huge too. It's all on every Ultimate Classic Rock. Respect my privacy, please, though. All right. Whatever, dude.
So Journey is and I'm a Journey fan, right? Yeah, I'm a Journey fan. I mentioned before that Neil Sean actually follows Classic Guitar Rock, which is great. I follow Neil. He's great. He's one of my favorite guitar players. So this is coming out of a place of love.
Yeah.
But man, the drama from Journey is
major drama.
It's sad. And I'm not taking sides. I'm not saying it's just sad to see one of your favorite bands kind of falling apart.
And see it on stage. I saw it on the Final Frontier tour, whatever it was, the Freedom tour. I saw him on the Freedom tour, the last one. And we just saw it. I mean, me and the wife didn't have a great time, but the whole ambiance of it was just not the energy.
The chemistry wasn't there.
It was just not there. It was just kind of flat. They fell flat for me. And that's why I didn't go see them. Even my cousin who went to see them on this last one where they just came, the 14th, said it wasn't great. It was okay.
It's transactional. They're all there because they have to be there.
Yep. And they don't want to be.
Totally.
So, So Journey, good luck, Arnell. I hope you guys work it all out, whatever the case may be. And if you become a gardener, just start doing YouTube videos. We'll try and follow you. Okay.
Yeah, we'll follow your YouTube.
We'll follow your YouTube channel.
He's I think he's close to 50.
Is he? Yeah, he's been with them. Dude, I remember when he came 18 years.
Yeah.
18 years. Dude, where did those 18 years
go? Is that longer than Steve Carey was in Journey?
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's
70s, 80s, not yeah. Yes, it was. It was because but 2003, I think it was. That's 2003.
When he started, when Arnell started?
Yeah, something like that around there. Because they released that album right after he joined the band.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, oh, they have this new singer. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's not, so whatever. All right, let's talk about David Lee Roth.
Oh no.
He's been covering so yeah. It was kind of interesting though. He's been covering Billy Joel's New York State of Mind on this current tour. So I guess you can go to YouTube and see him perform this during his April 18th show at Spirit Mountain Casino in Grand Ronde, Oregon. He covered Billy Joel songs. So interesting. I'm scared to hear it, but like I said, at least the Ice Cream Man sounds good. That sounded great. So amen to that.
Yeah.
This was interesting to me. So when I say glam rock, what comes to mind?
The first band that comes to mind for me is like Poison.
Exactly. Okay. So on, I searched the internet. I'm always on the internet all week trying to find something for the show to talk about. But this one kind of popped up. Well, who are the big four of the 70s glam rock? Now I'm thinking 70s glam rock. 70s glam rock.
Okay. What? I'm going to say, let me see if I get this right. 70s glam rock. They're probably going to have David Bowie on there.
Yes.
Okay, so David Bowie's going to be on there. What about Sweet? Are they on there?
No. But I didn't. So I was with you. The whole point of this was like, I'm thinking, oh, the big four: Poison, Motley Crue, Cinderella, and who, I'm thinking in this aspect. And then as I said, 70s, I said glam rock was around in the 70s. But when I said, okay, of course, David Bowie's number one.
Right.
T-Rex.
T-Rex
is number two.
Yeah. Okay.
Number three was the New York Dolls.
New York Dolls.
New York Dolls. Okay. I don't know if they were glam rock or glam punk. I don't know. I really can't tell about that. And then Roxy and Roxy Music. Yeah, Roxy Music. Roxy.
Well, Roxy is a Canadian band, right? It's not the same as Roxy Music. Interesting thing about Roxy. Okay. Maybe you're going to this. Okay. Roxy has two famous lead singers. The first lead singer was a guy named Nick Gilder. Is it Roxy? You're talking about Roxy, the Canadian? I want to make sure I'm talking about the same Canadian, same band. Because the band Roxy in Canada had Nick Gilder as a singer who did Hot Child in the City, which was kind of a glammy thing. And then their next lead singer was a cat named Bryan Adams. And then he went solo and did his things. But I don't know if that's the Roxy they're talking about, or is it Roxy? I don't think Roxy Music is a glam band, if you're thinking Roxy Music. I lost you. You're muted. Uh-oh. You're still muted. I've lost Rich. This will be the best show I've ever had because Rich can't talk and defend himself. This is perfect. Your mic is still showing muted.
There it is.
Okay, now it's back.
Okay. My mic said it failed. Sorry, guys. My mic failed. I had to do some quick adjustments. Whew. All right. So, anywho, sorry about that. I was kind of in a panic. So is Roxy the Canadian band I'm thinking of? It's Roxy Music, whatever.
Oh, Roxy Music.
Roxy Music.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what's his name? Roxy Music. Love is the drug. Okay, because there's another band called Roxy that was kind of
right. That's why I was like, that's when my mic went out. So I was like, no, it's Roxy Music. No, it's Roxy Music. And you kept going with Roxy.
I'm going on my diatribe. So okay,
that's funny. All right, man. Moving on. AC/DC. So AC/DC, there was a AC/DC song voted number one choice by the Ultimate Classic Rock in the post Back in Black era. Okay. One song voted number one in the post Black in Black era. Brian Johnson wrote it. Can you name it? I think you can.
Well, it's going to be a stab in the dark. I would say Thunderstruck.
Close. That was number two.
For Those About to Rock?
Yes, that's number one. For Those About to Rock, we salute you. Best song by AC/DC, post Back in Black era. They said Back in Black, the song is hands down number one AC/DC new era song after Bon Scott.
Wow.
But they said that For Those About to Rock was the number one song after Back in Black. So pretty interesting there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Deborah Harry. Yeah, she was. She was glam rock.
Yeah.
She was glam rock. Yeah, Bruce. Stanley and Simmons, the Stanley and Simmons Sons of Kiss, going to release their debut album, which we had one of their songs playing for a while.
Yeah.
Their debut album's coming in August 28th this year. Dancing While the World is Ending, it's called.
And you know what I've heard of theirs, I like. It
was different.
It's different, and it's kind of got some folksy vibe to it.
You're right.
But they sound good. They sing way better than their dads did.
Yeah, this is true. And that's why I was surprised, because when I heard the song, I was expecting more Kiss-ish.
No, and it's not
influence. It's not even close to Kiss.
Yeah.
It's
in
like,
fact, they post a lot of videos just on their YouTube where they're like, it's covers of like folk songs, and they do a great job.
Exactly. Yep. Beach Boys, they are coming again. They're coming around.
Okay, so how many? I think there's only 2 Beach Boys.
There's only one. Didn't he die? Didn't one of them die?
Well,
I thought it was only
think
one.
Al Jardine was the main lead vocalist. He was the only one that didn't play an instrument, I think. Al Jardine, also the biggest a-hole of the group, but Al Jardine.
A Beach Boy is an a-hole? Wow.
This one was, but there were 3 Wilsons, right? There was Brian, who was really the brains. Brian, Carl, and Dennis. Dennis was the first to die. He was the drummer. Carl was the guitar player. Brian, I think, played bass, but he was really the producer, arranger. He was the brains, right? And then they got Al Jardine was a singer. Then there's the other short guy. Can't remember his name. But I think Al Jardine's still alive, and then the other short guy maybe is still alive. But then they got like 18 guys up on stage.
Yeah, they're just a monster tour. But they're set to do their first world tour since Bruce Johnson exited the lineup after more than 6 decades. Tour kicks off stateside early in May. Then they'll go to the UK and then return to the US and go to Canada. They're coming to Pocatello, Idaho, Nampa, Idaho, and Pocatello. Pocatello? Yeah. What did I say?
I don't. You said something weird. You said
weird, of course. Yeah, I try.
I was making.
And Lewiston. They're coming to Redmond, Washington, too. So those are the closest areas that they're coming around to. But yeah, my mom, I want to take her because she's never seen the Beach Boys or wants to go see them, but I'm not going to drive for that.
So if you go see someone like the Beach Boys, it's going to be like a few years ago, and I've seen them a few times, but about 2 years back, I went and saw John Fogerty out at the Northern Quest, where we're going to go see Zach here in a bit.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you just forget. It was the same when I saw Skynyrd. Even though, it's not original members, all of that, it blows you away, their catalog. It is just one great song after another. And you go, I forgot about this song. Yeah. I forgot about that. And it's like, bang, bang. It was that way with Fogerty. It was that way with Skynyrd. It will be that way if you go see the Beach Boys. You just forget how many great tunes these bands had because they did for so long. And your mom would love seeing the Beach Boys.
I know. And that's why I keep my eyes open. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome. That would be great to see.
That would be great. Oh, and
Mike
Mike Love.
Yeah, Mike Love is the one that's the a-hole, not Al Jardine.
Okay.
Sorry, Marlon. Thank you. It's Mike Love who's the a-hole. He's like, isn't he the one that I don't remember all of his quotes, but he's kind of Al Jardine was the other guitar player. Yeah. Is Al still alive? Marlon, do you know? Yeah. Mike Love is the one that's the jerk. Sorry.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Marlon, I like your new graphic. Good job. Yeah. Well, your old new graphic. It doesn't have a KFC bucket on there anymore.
Exactly. So just so those of you listening, he's got his icon is the cover of my favorite Michael Schenker album, the Assault Attack album. But that went away for a while, and then he brought back the KFC bucket head.
I think he swaps it.
He swaps it back and just keep
when he wants to talk Buckethead, he'll put it back to Buckethead.
Yeah, gotcha.
Good job, Marlon. Good job, Marlon. Good job. Check this out. Europe. Exactly. So keep that in mind. The vinyl countdown as we run on our station. Anywho, they're releasing their 12th studio album. 12th? I know 2 songs by them. 3 songs.
What I was going to say.
Cherokee, Final Countdown,
and
and what's that other one?
Carrie something. Carrie?
Carrie.
Isn't that what it's called?
Carrie, Cherokee, and Final Countdown. That's all I know.
And I can't sing Cherokee. So they've built
Cherokee.
How many albums? 18?
12
albums from one hit. Wow.
Dude.
Well, one big hit and 2 lesser hits.
Yeah, it's the first one in nearly a decade, due to be released on September 25th. It's going to be called Come This Madness, and it has guest contributions from 2 fellow Swedes, from Ghost and from Opeth. Wow. So they have some Ghost. That guy from Ghost is going to be singing on it.
So let me just talk about Ghost really fast. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's your fault. You brought him up.
Ghost.
Boo. Dude. They're like Mr. I mean, they look all scary and creepy, and they wear the costumes, and they're devil worshippers and all this, but their music it's Mr. It's super poppy, super pop, mainstream. Their music is not heavy at all. It's just it's kind of like adult contemporary Kiss is what goes to me. And I don't get it. Well, some people
contemporary Kiss.
They think they're so great, but they're really light and wimpy. They just
sell out arenas.
They're just devil worshippers. Yeah, they do.
Are they devil worshippers? I didn't even know that.
I
don't know.
I think so. I think that's kind of their whole shtick. I could be wrong.
Is it?
The interview
is like the Pope.
Exactly, but it's like a dark Pope or so. I don't know. They're definitely
anyway. I don't listen to them.
Satanic imagery, so you'd think their music would be really heavy, but it's light rock. It's just a fascinating juxtaposition.
So. That's that judgment.
Yeah,
looks. You're making a judgment on their looks,
cover or whatever. Yeah,
we were just talking about that in our group last night. That's funny. Van Halen charted for the first time in more than half a decade on Record Store Day, because if you remember, they came out with Live in New Haven, Connecticut, 1986 on Record Store Day. They actually charted at number 25 on the rock and heavy metal Billboard chart. So congratulations, Van Halen. Yeah,
that's
good job. And that was 86. So that was Van Hagar.
Damn.
So
that would have been the 5150 tour. Yep.
5150. That was a good tour. Like that tour. Major tour announcements.
I'm ready.
Leonard Skinner sets fall 2026. They're coming back around. Skinner's coming back around. Yeah. Oh, Skinner. That's Freedom Rock, man. And
I'd go see him again. Not a single original member. I don't care. I'd go see him again. That was just
I'm in. I'll go check it out. I'll go check it out.
Come back, we're going. Yeah.
Yeah, if you and your bro go, just hit me up. I'll go with you guys. That'd be cool. 38 Special added about 20 headlining dates around the Kansas tour. So, 38 Special in Kansas are swapping headlining gigs as they tour, but they just added 20 more as headliners. They're also going to be sharing the stage with Styx, Foreigner, the Marshall Tucker Band, and Don Felder. So that's going to be quite an interesting tour. That's a classic rock tour.
I would be there in a heartbeat.
That is a classic rock tour right there. Right there. These guys are coming actually to Spokane. The Grand Funk Railroad. They just extended their summer Still Shining tour, but this news came with the news that Max Carl, who sang for the band since 2000, is retiring from the group. So
So here's an interesting thing. Max Carl sang for Grand Funk, right? Right? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Yep.
Max Carl was the guy that replaced Don Barnes in 38 Special for a while.
Huh.
He sings, "My heart needs a second chance." That's Max Carl.
Oh, you just gave me goosebumps.
Sorry, I know. It was riveting.
So good.
I know.
So good.
That's just That's funny.
Oh, Jeremy. Yeah, it is. That's pretty cool, though. I like the way that the classic rock teams of the 70s and early 80s are just teaming up, trying to make each other go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
They're just rocking it, man. They're just having fun, and that's cool. And then the last one, Mammoth. Mammoth is going on tour for that The End album coming up this summer. I don't think we got time for Stump the Chump, so I'm just going to move right into. I'll do a 20-question Stump the Chump next week. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to move into some funny stuff that I want to just go over because it's funny. So 15 toys. Okay, guys. This is for Gen X.
Okay.
15 toys that the 70s and 80s, from the 70s and 80s, that could have killed us.
Okay.
Literally could have killed us.
I already know some of them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know, number one,
It's
lawn darts.
I was going to say yard darts.
I had them. And I know they were dangerous because I hurt people with them.
Oh, yeah. I got one hucked at me. And
yeah,
had I not been wearing a leather belt, it would have skewered my gizzard, man, or whatever.
They were sharp.
I mean,
they were
not stuck right in my belt. Yeah, it was crazy.
And then it was like lead. It was like lead. They were like
heavy
sharp
points.
Lead.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they were brutal.
The old days. Yeah,
brutal. Now, number two, the slip and slide, the original slip and slide. So children got hurt, but it was mostly bumps and bruises. But the adults, with the adults, they're heavier. So we get, have a couple beers. Let's go down the slip and slide. So they go sprinting and go. The most hurt is when they stop and they go off, and it's the abrupt halt, and it's the road rash on their chest.
Oh yeah,
I've been there. I know. Slip and slide was brutal. Or you get your hand under the pins that stuck it down.
Oh,
the pin would rip up your arm. Oh man, brutality. All right, so McDonald's had collector glasses. If you didn't know, of all the old characters, like Mayor McCheese,
Hamburger
Captain Crook,
totally,
Officer Big Mac.
We had them.
Okay.
I see.
So the glasses
in my mind right now. Yeah.
Here's why they were dangerous. We drank out of these glasses.
Yeah.
Did you know that has lead paint in it? Come on, man. Come on, Mickey D's trying to kill us. Man.
We turned out fine. We
were public safety messages. We were the guinea pigs of public safety. Look, clackers. Do you know what clackers were?
I do know what clackers.
Okay, clackers were they were glass,
big,
and then they went acrylic.
Yes.
Big balls on the end of a rope, and you went clacked them. Now you get going so hard that they'd smash and break, and they turn into flying shrapnel pieces and rip your face up.
Or you'd hit yourself in the eye with one.
Or you'd hit yourself
hit your brother in the eye, which
you become like the road warrior, and you're
totally.
All of a sudden you're the clackers. So clackers were brutal. Power wheels. So Power Wheels were the big Jeeps that had power, and you go drive in. They went about 5 miles per hour.
Yep.
So they recalled them in 1998 from 1986 because they were so dangerous. They catch fire, they get hot, all sorts of stuff. So
Plus,
Power Wheels.
Think of all the siblings that were run over by Power Wheels.
I was ran over. We had the big wheels. Ours was the big wheel deal. Smash up derby on big wheels. We didn't have cages. We just smashed right into your leg and cut it open, and
we
was our fun.
We early on would take the seat. I had the adjustable seat on a big wheel. Well, those were great when you're 5 years old, but when you're like 12, still rocking the big wheel, you just pull that seat off, and then you'd use it more like a scooter, and you could just get going really fast and ram the younger kids. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yes, it had to be the younger kids too. You didn't want to mess with it was the older kids against the younger kids.
That's right.
We were brutal. We were horrible. All right, Battlestar Galactica missile launcher. So you had.
I knew that was coming up.
And the Viper. Those things hurt. They were like BB guns.
We had the first version of the Viper that thing shot out high speed. Then remember when they fixed it? Then it wouldn't shoot out. It just popped out like half an inch.
Yeah, so go.
That was super.
Now I had the OG. The Cylon one would open up.
Yes,
you had two of them. And boom, and you hit two of them. Yeah. So watch out.
They were a choking hazard too.
Oh yeah, all of these, choking hazards. Yep. Okay, so there's the Battlestar Galactica, and then we had the rocket firing Boba Fett Star Wars figure. Now this one never came out because
Yeah.
it was so dangerous.
Yeah.
One, it shot fast, but two, it was a choking hazard. So they only released 100 prototypes that
Wow.
people got, and those are worth $1 million today.
Holy cow.
Each. That's for the rocket firing Boba Fett. All right, I'm going to try and start picking the best one here. Water wiggle hose attachment. So the water wiggle was that thing, a bell-looking thing with the face. Well, sometimes the face would fall off and two hooks would be exposed, and that would come at you and rip you up.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Water wiggle, the water wiggle. What about the super elastic bubble plastic in a tube? Right. So you squeeze it onto a straw. It was like a little rubber ball of cement. And then it smelled like glue and paint.
Totally.
And then you blow it up and you
can
got lightheaded.
Yeah, totally.
And you're blowing it up and it gets big, and then you can like pinch it, and then it's a bubble. It doesn't float. You just until it dries out.
I remember that. What was that called? What was that called?
It was called super elastic bubble plastic.
Super elastic. I remember the commercial where you blow it up. Yeah, totally. Okay.
Yeah, the fumes caused kids to get dizzy and nauseous, and it was incredibly flammable. I know this because maybe this happened in my garage. I don't know. Just saying.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else we got going on here? Oh, the Eldon wood burning kit. I had this.
Dude.
I had that.
Yeah.
I don't even have to say anything about it.
Yeah.
There's a wood burning kit.
Wood burning kit. Yeah. It was like it was a soldering iron basically that would heat up to 1,000 degrees. Yeah. Imagine what a kid's
my whole garage was wood burning material. I'm just saying. My dad's workbench, just like that rabbit. You know, I told you the cigarette lighter in the rabbit.
You put holes all in it.
Man. I was in my dad had a wooden thing. I'm just burning. I'm like keying his car, except it's this wood bench with a wood burning thing. But anyway, there's more, but we'll go over it next week. There's some more funny stuff, but
it's amazing.
Watch out for the pogo ball.
It's amazing that we survived.
It really is.
Somehow we
think about some of these things.
And that's why Gen X is the best generation, I think.
Amen.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, Rich.
And we must be pretty strong because we survived all that silly stuff. Oh, there's more. I just had to skip due to time constraints.
We can revisit. So
we'll definitely revisit some of this.
But hey, this has been great. This has been great. We'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Classic Guitar Rock Podcast.
Oh, sweetly.
Please like, subscribe, and share. You can email us at classicguitarrock@mail.com.
We're not ordinary people. We're morons.
We'll see you for the next episode of the Classic Guitar Rock Podcast.